packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard. Somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of candle.
Too many buttons. Not enough. These fucking the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder shrugging.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a season it's been for the Raiders. They carry a perfect record into this game with one eye on the playoffs. The only question now is, will they make it there undefeated? We'll see. It's the Raiders going up against the Ravens. So, what to call it this week 16 matchup? Let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go. Green, 39.
Wentz to throw on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Wentz on third down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. And
only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A second down run for Abdullah. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The play clock's running down. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run for it with Marshall. Room here to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Good.
Again, it's Abdullah. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
From the gun on third down, Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. A chance for us to look at this Baltimore defense again. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 53 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down and just one.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Here we go. 319. That's a West. 319.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Set. 319.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Completes it to Lee. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes